Alrighty guys, this is Snugsonblitz. Pros, non-pros. My title is going to be something about that. Because when you see certain people play or you come across them, you can just kind of tell they know what they're doing. And other people are like, yeah, you don't really know what you're doing. Oftentimes it's positioning because they've put their tank in a position that won't maximize its ability. But there are other telltale signs as well. Anyway, I've got two games on tap for you. The first in the Kunze Panzer, which is one of my favorite light tanks in the entire game. It's a fun tank. If you don't have it, pick it up in Tier 7. Lovely drive. And the second in the Pershing, which is one of the most mid tanks in the entire game. But these games are pretty fun. The first game comes down to the final mano-a-mano battle. And the second game is just to show you that I guess I know how to play. Anyway, before we get to today's games, I would like to ask, if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. It really does help out the channel. On top of that, if you want to help me out even more, consider hitting like and commenting down below. All of that helps the algorithm to tell YouTube that I'm a pretty cool guy. And I'd really appreciate that. Anyway, let's get to today's first game, shall we? Okay, look at lineups. Well, I am lower tier. They have a Snugsonblitz 81 that will rip me to shreds, a Bulldog that's incredibly fast and has HEP, an RU-251 that has HEP as well, a Luva, and something else, an IS-6. All these tanks I don't want to deal with. We do have a Barask, that's good news, and we have a 301. So I'm just going to support them. Here we go. I'm going to head over here. Now this map right now is not in rotation, so I played this game sometime last year. I just forgotten I had it. I thought, you know what? I'll finally do the audio to it. So you get to enjoy that, and hopefully when this map comes back, you'll have some idea on how to play it, if you didn't know already. How am I going to help the 301 here? Love to get rid of one tank right off the bat. Nice shutting down his tracks. Thankfully, my maneuverability allowed me to back on up behind cover, so I didn't take a hit. Now, in this game, I am playing with a platoon mate, but I think this is the first game I've ever played with him. He decided to sub to my channel, so I said I'll play a few games with him. And he's making a mistake here, in my opinion, going over the hill, but he is trying to help. However, he's going to attract a lot of attention there. He's got probably 3 tanks targeting him, and yes, I bounced that shell. That's amazing. But I'm able to punish the RU-251, and that's good news. Bounce another shell, which is crazy. And now I can get rid of the RU-251. So 1 tank down. Nice. Now I can't remember the stats on my platoon mates, but you can check them out if you like. Okay, I'm going to head over here, and together, if this guy's not a complete coward, we should be able to take out the STRV-81. I take the hits, great, not what I wanted, as I don't have the hit point pool, and I bounced that, that sucks. But we finally take him out. Good job, 301. Thanks for not taking a single hit. Jeez Louise. Goodness me. Now, our team's doing okay right now. It's 7v5, but not for long, as we've just lost 2 tanks in quick succession. So, things are now not looking good, as I think another guy's going to go down in a ball of flames. Oh, yeah, there goes the Caliban. And again, I don't remember if my platoon mate really knows what he's doing. So, Billy, just be careful there, bud. I'm just going to wait for some easy shots. There, nice. Where's the 301? What's he doing? Who the frick knows? I don't want to take a hit here. Dang it, I ricocheted that. Yeah, my platoon mate's going to go down. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Can I hit this guy? Nice shot in there. As these guys cross, I'm just trying to whittle them down. Unfortunately, he's a little bit too fast for me. Amazingly, my platoon mate did not die already, but there he finally goes down. And a Barask, he's got 2 nasty shells, but I'm not exactly sure what he's doing. I mean, he's sniping from a million miles away, I guess. But, come on. Yeah, our 301, I mean, he just got absolutely ripped apart. I don't know how that happened. He had plenty of hit points. No words. I mean, I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Okay, Barask, he's just fired a shell, so he's at mercy. HE time on that guy. Gotta get rid of him. Come on. Can I keep the Barask alive? I can, but now the E25 with his great DPM, yeah, is going to be a bit of a problem. So it's mano-a-mano, as I said. I'm at 2400. One of the things you might not realize is how painful it is to get rammed by an E25 in a very lightly armored tank, such as mine, I guess. So I don't want him to have an opportunity to do that. He's also got great DPM. So I'm just looking to see if I can get one more shot in before I make my move. Just a sneaky shot, as I've got a turret and he doesn't. Don't really want to go invisible though, because maybe we'll end up in a draw, as he won't move and I don't want to attack. Nice shot in there though, and he couldn't get his gun down, so yeah. It's all over for him now. Here I come, buddy, here I come. Don't worry, it's time to say nighty-night-night. Okay, I missed that shot, but don't worry. No problem whatsoever. Here he is, and he's gone. And there you go. Yeah, the FV301, definitely not a pro. E25, he knew what he was doing, but yeah, not a pro again, I don't think. 2,800 and change, considering I was lower tier, I will take that any day of the week. And the 301, no, and no. In this game, both teams are stacked with good tanks. They've got a CC-64, Progetto 46, an ISU-152, and a Chimera. Fantastic tanks. We are no slouch either. We've got an Action X, a Death Star, a Defender Mark 1, a G-SOR, and a K2. Goodness me, this is Battle Royale of awesome tanks. My tank is mid at best. On the enemy team, they've got a Centurion, which is pretty much my doppelganger from across the pond. Both very average or below average tanks, and tanks that most players can't play well. But this is all about pros versus non-pros, or people who know what they're doing and people who don't. Now this is a risky move here. I could take 1 or 2 hits, which would be painful, but I want my positioning. That's what I really want in pretty much every game. I don't like being put on the back foot or pushed into positions I don't want to be in. First shot of the game, nice, flies true. And now I'm hull down, so just gonna take it nice and slow. Another shot in there on the Centurion. Kind of hit the Progetto, as it looks like the scent's bugging out there. He's taking a few nasty hits. He shoots dirt. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing, this Progetto. He's in all sorts of trouble. He manages to survive, but for how long is the question. There's the Centurion, and he's going for the Action X, who wisely came with us. Now, again, I'm not the best player. I'm just somebody who kind of knows how to play. He's just fired, so I know he's at my mercy. I can just push on in here, and boom, there we go. Can I finish him off? Well, with the help of my team, I definitely can. I'm going to ignore him because he's gone. I'm just going to push in against the rest of the team. I'm sitting at 2,000 and change, which is not a bad day at the office in the Pershing. Wouldn't be upset with those kind of stats at the end of the game. Not great, but solid. Anyway, there's still a whole lot of meat on the bone left, so maybe I can pump up that damage a little bit more. My platoon mate is a pretty decent player. I would say he's around 51% or thereabouts. Can't remember his stats exactly. He just doesn't have my knowledge of the game. I am uber aggressive most of the time, just because I don't care that much. I'm waiting for the IS-6 to engage here. When he does, I'm going to make my move. I do not care if I take a hit from the rear, because my goal is to pick off tanks ASAP. This IS-6 is getting triple teamed, at least. Could be quadruple teamed, so he is gone in T-minus 3 seconds here. The IS-3 is there behind me. Our AMX died, but no big deal. I take a hit, but I know I'm going to out-reload this guy, so here's a second shell in. And I've tracked him for good measure. Boom, there we go. I'm back behind cover, or making myself a difficult target anyway. I'm just trying to reload without taking a bunch of hits here. There we go. And he's gone. Now it's 4v1. Can I get rid of this guy? It's a CC-64, which is one of the best tanks in Tier 8 when it's hull down. But when it's getting triple teamed, yeah, not so much, as it doesn't have the maneuverability. I know that. I'm going to swing around here and come from the rear. May take me a little time to get there, so some of that damage might disappear, but hello there, here we are, I'm here, surprise! Oh, and I tracked him. And yeah, it's all over. He knows it. Should I HE him? Yeah, there we go. 72. Well, that sucked. So, HE sometimes is, yeah. A pretty pathetic roll. Ugh. Anyway, there we go. And there you have it. A pretty solid game. 3,850 is that, if I'm not mistaken. Let's find out on the final screen. Come on, come on, come on. 3,848. Not bad. And a mastery to boot. What can I say? I kind of know how to play.
A huge thank you goes out to my Patreons. These wonderful people help keep the lights on over here, which allow me to keep making videos for you. If you'd like to donate to the channel and see this channel grow, you can check the links in the description below. You can send over a one-time donation if you like, or become a Patreon where I can help you become a better tanker. There are 3 different levels available, so take a look, and if you have any questions, let me know. Anyway, back to our regular scheduled programming.
I am curious about one thing though. What do you think makes a pro? Is it that he's got 80% with 50,000 battles? What is your criteria for a pro? I have mine. What's yours? I'd love to hear from you. I'll see you next time. Snugsonblitz.